Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, July 30th, and it is 11 a.m. Central Time. I am excited to stamp with you today and share with you some cards and some fun stuff happening with Stampin' Up. Making sure that I am recording on the right page on Facebook. So let's get started with the Stampin' Up! News. First of all, the August Paper Pumpkin is 9 cards, 3 each of 3 different designs, farmhouse florals, and it comes with the stamp set and the Stampin' spots. You can add on the dies. And then for my classes that are coming up in August, I've got a Christmas card class, Friday, August 15th. At my house in Waxahachie at 10 a.m. You can make 4 cards for $20, or you can take the Stamp-A-Stack for $38 and make 20 cards for each of 5 different designs. So let me know by August 7th if you can take that class, either of those classes. And then the cards that we're making today are with the Cheers and Sips bundle. These are what we're gonna make today, and I've got a class on that, evening class on Thursday, August 26th at 6 p.m. and we're making 4 cards for $20. Or if you place a $35 order with me in the next week from today until August 5th, you get, if it's a $35 order, you get the 3 of the cards that we make today plus an extra one. You get 4 cards, or you can get the class to go, the evening card class. So that is that. And then also next weekend, not this weekend, but the next weekend, August 9th through 11th, Stampin' Up! Is having their tax, I don't know if it's Stampin' Up!, but yeah, Stampin' Up! Sales tax holiday for school supplies. So all of these items, which are mainly adhesives and markers and pencils, scissors, no, they're not on here. The scissors are not orderable. They were discontinued. But blender pens, all that kind of stuff is free tax next weekend, the 9th, 10th, and 11th of August. Not this coming weekend, but the next. So there is that. I wanted to show y'all one thing I found. I've had a plastic baggie holding my, let me show y'all. I've had different plastic baggies holding the different die cut labels that I have. I like to have some of them pre-cut so that I can just grab them and go. And if I've got extra paper, I'll just cut some extra ones. But I found this the other day in my closet. It's from Bass Pro. It's a tackle box. I had rocks in it that were my boys, when my kids, my daughter and sons, when they were young, they collected rocks, you know, the kind that you go to the gift shop and you know, you get the rocks polished. Anyway, they're all kinds of rocks. So I thought, you know what, this would make a great thing. Of course, some of the labels are too big to fit in here. This is about the biggest one I can get, and you can take these things off, slide them out, and make it bigger like I did here and here. So I've got a lot of my tags in here, labels in here that I can just grab and go. And if I have extra that I've made for a class in case someone makes a mistake, then I throw the extras in here. So I just thought I'd share that. It's kind of big. I didn't want one quite as big, but it works great. So let's look at the cards that we made last week. This is with the fabulous Sunflower 3D embossing folder. And this is with the two-tone texture paper, and it was sanded, embossed and then sanded. And this one is with Petunia Pop and a sponge dauber and Whisper White Craft ink. And then this one is with Poppy Parade and Daffodil Delight and embossed, and then the ink pad wiped over it. So I entered all the names of everyone that commented last week. And Terry McAdams, you are the lucky winner. So Terry, I need your address to mail these to you. So if you're watching, shoot me your address. So congratulations, Terry. Let's go ahead and look at the bundle. So Cheers and oh, you know what? I forgot some Stampin' Up! Things. Stampin' Up! Is having a sale. I forgot about that. Let me find the information. Oh, I didn't print that out. They're having a sale on the 2025-2027 in colors, and that sale starts, I think, let me look and see, the 5th, August 5th. Well, it doesn't say on here. Yeah, August 5th through the 31st. Stampin' Up! Is having the 2025-2027 in color sale, and it's ink, two-tone cardstock, designer series paper. I'm not sure what all will be in this. Designer series paper, embellishments. I already said that, didn't I? Yeah, products that include the new in colors. So it'll be 15% off. Is that right? 15% off. So yeah, there is that. And then also, if you want one of the new fall or the holiday catalogs coming up, spend $50 with me and you can get one sent to you for free. Let me know if you need help with that. Yay, Terry, congratulations. So here is the new Cheers and Sips bundle. I love the set. I think it's just so much fun, so versatile. You can just make all kinds of stuff with it. So it's got the word cheers, to you, to us, it's your day, let's celebrate. Here's a little stick that you can use for the umbrella, or you can pierce, you know, an olive. It's got the olive, a blackberry, citrus fruit. This could be lemon, lime, orange, tangerine, grapefruit, strawberries, ice cubes, a little umbrella, a cherry, mint leaves maybe, celery for Bloody Mary. Is that what you do with Bloody Mary? Celery? I don't know. Maybe lavender. I'm not sure what this one is. And then another stick that you can use for piercing any of these. Maybe put an olive on that. Some rosemary and these 2 different size glasses. And then the dies, there's 15 of them. They cut out all of these shapes that you've got here. Plus there's one that die cuts an impression, a design on that, which I'll show y'all in a minute, but actually you can look here. So I've stamped and die cut these and then colored them in just to kind of show you what they look like. These were stamped in Old Olive and then colored in with Granny Apple Green. And then the citrus, I did a couple of those. And fun. So this is the design. If you put that inside that tall glass, you get, it's like cut glass. It's really pretty. And then there are 2 embossing folders that you can get, Glass and Gardens. And this one is like a cut glass design. I like both sides. And this one is flowers. Look at how pretty that is. So that could be like on a glass, or it could be, you know, you could even do this on white and then color them in. Anyway, those are the 2 folders. And then the designer series paper is called Celebratory Sips. It is gorgeous paper with all the bright, pretty colors in it. And it's got some flowers and stripes, some secrecy with fruit, all kinds of fruit, and a citrus peel, some rosemary, and then some flowers. Look at all of these that you can fussy cut, or you can use your dies to cut them out. These dies cut out this one cuts out this. I just sat and fussy cut them while I was watching TV the other day. And then that pretty design, look at this, it's so cool. It's just colorful and that whole watercolor look. And flowers. Whoopsies. And then some polka dots. And then you've got the little ones. So I've cut up a whole sheet of the, where's the bigger ones? I've cut up a whole sheet of this. And then I cut up, let's see, cut up some of this, but I stopped. But you can cut these up and use them too. So let's go ahead and, oh, I wanted to show you the ones that I've cut up. So I cut these and they're just pieces, but I thought it'd be fun to use them like on the inside of a card to just kind of, I know they're just pieces, but I'm a pack rat. I can't throw anything away. But look, you can make that into a cute little design. Or, you know, put on the inside of cards just to decorate it up a little bit. So these were just the edges. And then all these pretty, look at how gorgeous these are. They're that whole watercolor look. So pretty. So it's just easy to make cards with these. Now these I fussy cut, did not use the die because it would cut off the flowers. It would cut off the leaves and stuff. So look at how cute those are. This one, the umbrella was sticking out, or it was like a partial umbrella, so I just cut it off. Look at how fun. And then these are just kind of plain. You can dress them up if you want. And then all these little flowers. Cut those because you don't know when you might need them. And then all these little ones. I love the little ones. And look at the little berries. So cute. Look at the picture. It's like a Kool-Aid pitcher. And this one, they're just fun. Anyway, let's get started. Hi, Cindy. Thank you for sharing. So we're gonna start. Oh, put all the pieces here. I've got a piece of basic white, 5.5 by 8.5, and we'll fold that in half. And then I've cut another, so I've fussy cut these out of the designer series paper, and then I just had a little scrap of basic white and I stamped "Let's Celebrate," and I've popped all these up with mini dimensionals. But we'll set this aside a second, and this piece is cut 3 3/4 by 5, and we're just going to put some bubble bath ink. Just pick up the color, and we're just going to add some color to our cardstock in the center here. Probably need to re-ink this. Have y'all played with this set yet? Has anyone gotten the cheers and sips? It's just so versatile. You can make some guy cards. My son-in-law likes whiskey, so I could make him a old-fashioned drink, which I'm not even sure what that is. I'll have to look it up. I don't drink very much, but mine are usually fruity drinks like a margarita or something fruity, pina colada, strawberry daiquiri. So we've got our pink on there, and then we're gonna pop this up. I guess we're done with this, so we can put that away. And put our mini dimensionals on there. Okay, so we'll pop this on top of our card, and then we'll start putting these pieces on. So let's just place them kind of where we think we want them. So we make sure everything is spaced out like we want it. So let's go ahead and remove the mini dimensionals backings. Uh-oh, that one lost its sticky. Let's see, let's put that one on there. Paper's so cute. Have you seen a lot of ideas with this? Yeah, it's really cute. So these can be alcohol version or non-alcohol version, whatever you want. Could be spritzers. I like LaCroix. Limoncello is, oh, it's so yummy. Non-alcoholic. That one is one of my favorites. This little LaCroix, they have different flavors. I think there's like a blackberry. That one's yummy. I had this card made yesterday and I went to get pictures of it. And I had coffee in my hands. I spilled coffee on it, so I had to make a new one to get the picture. Such a klutz. Okay. And let's celebrate. So that is a quick and easy card. You could bling it up if you wanted to with some jewels. Why don't we do that just for fun? I don't know if I want the light or the dark. Maybe. Maybe a light and a dark. How about that? That's fun, isn't it? These are the Strawberry Slush and Pretty and Pink gems. And they've got like glitter in them. They're sparkly, so pretty. Okay, so card number 1. And card number 2. So we'll set all these aside. And our card base is basic white, 5.5 by 8.5. And then I've got a piece of pumpkin pie that is 4 by 5 1/4, and we're gonna stamp on this with some pumpkin pie ink and our orange. So we'll just kind of randomly stamp some oranges on here. Let's pop this one up too. Actually, let's put it together before we do that. And now this one I've already done ahead of time. So I die cut it with the vase, and then I took the where did I put the stamps and dies? Where did I put them? Oh, there they are. Okay. So I took this die and this one and die cut that at the same time and got that. And then this one, I die cut a piece of basic white with this die. And then I did this one on the top of it and then did another one. So I ran it through 3 times, once with this and then twice with that. And then I just sponged some of the ink on there. So we'll put this back. It looks like a real glass with the cut, you know? Okay. And I'm just gonna take some of the pumpkin pie ink and just lightly add some orange juice. to our glass. And then I have stamped and die cut the orange slice, and then I've stamped cheers and to you, and that's just cut out with regular cardstock. I just trimmed it down. I didn't use any, looking for adhesive. Okay. Oh, we're popping all this up. Actually, I need the scissors so we can cut this orange slice. Just cut that to the middle and apply a little adhesive. And we'll put it on our card here, like that. And then we'll pop all of this up. You love the blended color behind the glasses? I thought that added just a little something, something. It's pretty. Okay, I'm probably doing overkill with this, but I don't want it to be saggy. So, add our mini dimensionals. This just makes a really quick and easy card, the stamp set does. Or this card for sure anyway. Okay, let's remove all of this and then we can put it together. I love how the paper's got that like watercolor look to it. So fun. Okay, so let's put this glass on here. And then we'll add this one. And then our words. And then we'll pop this up. But you don't have to, it just makes it a little bit more fun. Ah, sticky, staticky. All right. So there's that. Really quick card. All right, the next one is fun. I love the funness of this one. Oh, let me show y'all some things. So I got a piece of basic white and I brushed it with my embossing buddy. Do y'all know what an embossing buddy is? I wish we sold these cases, but we don't anymore, but I still have some wood cases. So I used the embossing buddy to wipe it all down on the white cardstock, and then I stamped it in Versamark pad, and then I embossed it in clear embossing powder, or you can use white, either one. I do have these little brushes that I use to brush away any of the excess powder, and I stamped on the paper and then heat embossed with the Wow embossing powder, and then I watercolored them. Kind of got out of the lines on that one, but that's okay. It's watercolor, it's fun, but look at how fun these are. Then these I stamped with the ice. So you have to stamp all of it before you watercolor it so that it shows. Look at the cute blackberries and all the strawberries and the citrus. That one's like a ruby red grapefruit or pink grapefruit. And then some umbrellas. Look at how fun that is. So I just thought I would show you those. And I need to put them in a baggie. I don't want to lose all the pieces, so we'll just put them in there. Okay, so I've done them all ahead of time. I just wanted to show y'all one of them on how to do it, but let's go ahead and fold this in half. you can get these cards plus one more free if you place a $35 order in the next week until next Tuesday. These cards, 3 plus one more, or you can take the class either to go or in person on Thursday, August, what did I say? 28th. Okay, so this is some Summer Splash, and I've die cut it with the embossing folder. It does have a little line here, but we're going to cover that up with our drinks. So let's go ahead and adhere this to our card base. And I've cut this one 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then put the embossing folder right at the very top. And then I have stamped, watercolored, stamped, embossed, watercolored, and then die cut all of these pieces. Isn't that fun? So we've got all these here. We're going to go ahead and cut our citrus fruits to put on our drinks. And this one I haven't done yet, so I thought I'd show you how to watercolor. It's real easy. But I found out something when I went to add, on my blog, I put the, all the products that I'm using, I put them on, in a, what is it called? Constant Contact. No. My Stampin' blog, and I put all of the items in there, and then I add it to my blog. But anyway, when I went to add oh, we're out of water in this one. You know what? Let's just, I wonder if I can switch this. So the set of these 3, I went to put them into the thing, and guess what? They're not available anymore. So I'm like, I don't know what happened to the water painters. Oh yeah, I can switch that for now. Yeah, they're not there anymore. So I guess we don't carry them. I guess they're out. But you can get, water painters somewhere else. Aqua painters, water painters. Let me make sure that this is clean. And I'm just gonna wet the whole piece. So this is just basic white, and I stamped and embossed the glass, and then I stamped the ice 2 times. And we're just gonna squeeze some water in our Berry Burst ink pad here, and I put some, you can either put re-inker drops in here, or you can take your pad and close it and then squish it really good to get some ink on there to pick up. But we're gonna start just at the bottom here. We want to go from darker to lighter, so, and to get more color to come out, I just squeeze it a little bit to push this on there. But I was really surprised to find out that we don't sell aqua painters, water painters anymore. I was like, what? I love them. Maybe the manufacturer quit making them? I don't know, but I'm sure you can find them in craft stores or online. So we're just going up to lighter and just squeeze some little bit of water at the top. Not fun. Make it a little bit darker at the bottom. And it just pops with the white. So then what you would do is on a paper towel or something, just squeeze this out. And then I've also heard if you squeeze it and then wipe, it doesn't suck the color back up into the tube. So, okay, let's just, what's weird is these screw on backwards. Okay, so we want that one to kind of dry. You know what, let's heat it real quick to have it dry quicker. I'm just gonna hold it here with my piercer. You can use our watercolor paper. This was just basic white paper, but we're done with this. So the colors that I used for this, let me grab another one of these. We'll just cover that up. So, got all our pieces here. Let's just gear them up with our adhesive. But the colors I use to make these drinks are, I guess I'll show you when I flip them over. That little stick for my umbrella. Did you ever go to Bahama Bucks and they put those pretty umbrellas in your drinks? Snow cones. All right, one more. All right, so we've got our citrus on this one. Let's see. We'll put this one. Oh, I forgot my citrus. That's let's say that's pink grapefruit. And then we've got our berry burst. And oh, so the color. So this one, it looks like pink, but it actually was real red. But when it watered down, it looks pink. Isn't that weird? I promise you it was real red, even though it doesn't look like it. Okay, and then we've got our orange. So this one was, so real red, granny apple green, berry burst, pumpkin pie, and, oops, I forgot my citrus. My orange wedge there. And this one was blueberry bushel. I'm not sure what drink is blueberry bushel, but it's pretty. We'll just stick that stick behind there. We'll pop up our little umbrella. So I just colored that in with berry burst and blueberry bushel. And then I stamped this It's Your Day in berry burst. Let's see, put that right there. So there are the 3 cards that we made today. Which one is your favorite? Is it the white? Is it the pumpkin pie? Or is it the summer splash? Which one is your favorite? I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you for shopping with me and supporting my business. And thank you for watching. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Thanks. Bye-bye.